How do I reset the $path variable on Mac OS X? I've messed up my path variable, and now some apps that I run raise error saying command not found, error 127, for commands like date and sleep. These commands work fine when executed directly in the shell. I'm guessing this has something to do with a malformed $path variable, and need to know how to reset it. I've deleted the files /.bashirk, /.bash_profile, /etc/bash.bashirk, and /.bashirk and /.profile. What other files could hold my $path? Is there some simpler way to reset the path than dig into the myriad files which could hold my path? Note, this path problem is only with my user. I made a test user on my system, and the path was fine, back to normal. Update, thanks. I don't know which one of the files I deleted did it, but things are working again. You guys did what the experts couldn't. And yes, Chris, you were right. The path customizations I had made were in bash_login. But somehow it worked without me deleting those customizations. I think it might have been cause I was using this prefpane called environment, and I had entered a path with quotes and path in it. I don't know whether it takes quotes, and it doesn't replace $path, so that probably is the root of the error. I forgot I even had that prefpane.
If you have a /.macos/environment.plist file, check it to see if it provides a default path value. If it is in XML format, plists can be in many formats. You can edit with any text editor. Check it with pluto_lint.macos/environment.plist if you edit it by hand. Or, you can use commands like defaults or plistbuddy to make controlled modifications to XML or binary format plist files. You can always set your own path in any of your shell's initialization files. Put something like the following in your shell startup files, .bash, or .bash_profile, .bash_login, .profile. That will override whatever default path is set when the shell starts. The first path equals does not use $path, so it will always start out with only whatever you give it. Only one of the login files will ever be used, the first one that exists and is readable of, ~bash_profile, .bash_login, and ~profile, will be used. .profile is for backwards compatibility with other shells. If you use it, be sure to keep it free of syntax that is specific to bash. If you go with .bash_login, or .bash_profile, they are functionally equivalent except for the names. Then use a line like e.bashkr, .bash, and amp semicolon and amp source, .bash, near the top so that login shells will also get the customizations made in your .bash. If you want all instances of bash to have the same path, then use .bash. If you often find yourself interactively modifying a single shell's path from the command line and want to use that modified path in subshells, a case that is probably not terribly common, then you should put the statements in one of the login files instead. Pick only one of the login files and use it.
Open your terminal. 2. You could firstly just check your current $path. Type echo $path to terminal. 3. If the $path that terminal gave back is the path you want, then you are good. If not, type export path equals /user/bin:/bin:/user/spin:/spin, then type touch/.bash_profile, and then type open /.bash_profile. You will then find the edit text open up. Now type the path you want in that edit text. For instance, type path equals /user/bin:/bin:/user/spin:/spin. which is the default dollar path for Mac. Considering you want to reset the dollar path, so you should probably type this, save it, and then close edit text, then close terminal. 4. Now you have already changed your dollar path or reset to the Mac's default dollar path.
If you use ZSH, the path variable seems to thankfully recover when you reboot your terminal session. This URL.
Chris Johnson's RC/profile edits shown also work fine in /etc/profile. I just appended to my /etc/profile file in Mac OS X 10.9 Mavericks to complete the Mariab install, which works as a great drop-in replacement for MySQL.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.